So after installing the predefined pre-plugins, you will get this page. So here you can create a admin user. So I will give the username as admin, and I will give the password as admin12345. Admin12345. You run, and the okay. Now click on save and continue. It is asking for email. I will give some random email address. u89 gmail.com. Okay. Now this is the Jenkins URL for accessing the Jenkins UI. Okay. Now click on save and finish. Here after that you have to click on start using Jenkins. Now here we will create one freestyle project, and we will here I will give the name as EU run DevOps project 1, and select the project as freestyle project. Okay, now click on OK. Now here you in the source code management, you have to select Git, because we are going to pull our code from the GitHub repo. Not pull, it is fetch. So okay, so here you go to my GitHub repo, and go to the DevOps project, and here you have to copy this HTTPS link. Okay, copy it, and go back to the Jenkins UI and paste it, that URL here. Okay, okay, and make sure to install Git before pasting this link, like else it will give us a error, head error. So make sure to install Git in the Jenkins server. Okay, now no need to give the credential, because it is a public repo, so no need to give the credential here. Okay, and here branch is master, but I believe we are using the main branch, so just replace the master with main. Okay, now you have to click on you have to check this build workspace before build start. So after before new build, it will delete the old workspace for us. Okay, now in the build space you have to select this execution shell, because we have the shell script for our pipeline. So go back to the GitHub repo, and open the execute.sh file, and copy this whole script and paste it in the Jenkins. Here you have to paste it. Okay, now click on apply and save. Now I'm going to tell you like what this command will do, like what each command will do in the Jenkins pipeline. So this set -ex is for the execution step, so it will give us a summary of our execution, and this version is an environment variable, so we will take the image tag from the user and save it to the version environment variable. Okay, now after that, using the cd, we are going to the specific path, DevOps project 1 path, where is our Docker file and the deployment file is present. Okay, now here I'm exporting the AWS profile. So you need AWS access key and the secret key for accessing the AWS. Now here I'm printing the AWS profile. So using the VUMI, we can get the idea about user. And this AWS ECR get login password command is used to log in into the ECR repo. Okay, now this 13 line number 13 command is to build our Docker file. Okay, and I'm tagging that that build with the Nginx application. And after that I'm again tagging it with the ECR repo. Like when you will create a ECR in AWS, you will get this path, so you have to tag it with this path. Okay, now after tagging it with the ECR path, we have to push it to the ECR repo with the help of docker push command. Okay, now I'm saving that image uh, with in the docker image file. So as you can see here, I'm saving the image and with the tag version. Okay, now using the sed command, I'm going to replace the docker image. Like when you go to the deployment file, here you will find the DevOps image word here. So using the sed command, I'm replacing that DevOps image with the docker image environment variable which I have saved here. Okay, now uh, now I'm printing the that deployment file, whether our set command is worked or not. So I'm printing that deployment.yaml file to see that that images got replaced or not. Okay, now with the help of this AWS EKS update kubeconfig command, I'm logging into my EKS cluster. Okay, and after logging into my EKS cluster, I'm applying that deployment Nginx deployment file. And after deploying that Nginx deployment file, I am exposing that deployment using the load balancer service. Okay, so first we have to install the EKS on AWS console, and after that we have to also create one ECR repo. Okay, so uh, here is my Terraform script. Like, to make this cluster as public, we have to give true in front of endpoint public access. Okay, so you have to set this value as true, and this private access to false for public cluster. You will find this Terraform script in the same GitHub repo. So just open my profile and go to the repo, and here under the Terraform you will find one folder called as EKS creation, and under EKS creation you will find the Terraform script. So here this script is for the private cluster. As you can just give me a second. Here as you can see, this private access is set as true. It's mean that it will create as a private cluster, but for our project we are creating this cluster as a public. Okay, now just do the Terraform, but before that, like, to provide access, like we need the Terraform need access to create an infrastructure on AWS cloud. So we will give access of AWS using the secret key and the access key. So to set the credential, we have one command, AWS configure, and give the profile name also, and I will give the profile name as Uran DevOps project. Okay, so we have to create one access key and the secret key. So you can create your access key and the secret key by accessing the IAM. So after opening the IAM service, in the right side column, you'll find this my security credential. Click on it and go down, and here you will find the access key option. So I'm going to delete the previous one, and I will create the new one. So copy this and paste it in the access KD section. Now copy the secret and paste it in the secret section. Okay, and default region is going to be the AP South one, that's Mumbai, and the output is going to be the JSON. Okay, and never push this credential to your GitHub repo. Okay, so you can also see your credential uh, by using this command. So you have to go to the your AWS directory and CD. You have to write CD and go to that .aws directory, and here you will find the credential within. So you can open this credential file with the help of cat command, cat command, and you'll find your credential there. Okay, and make sure to use this profile. Like, you can give any profile name, but you have to provide the profile name if you are using the profile name in the AWS configure command. Okay, now what I will do, I will give the Terraform init, so it will initialize our Terraform script. So it is saying that okay, we are not in the correct path. Okay, so I will go to the correct path, CD. So now I'm into the correct part, and I can see the my Terraform script. Now you can do the Terraform init. It's successfully initialized. Now do the Terraform apply. Now this Terraform script takes something around 15 to 20 minutes to create the case cluster. Okay, keep the value as yes. Now it will create EKS cluster for us. So in the meantime, we will create a ECR repo also. So just go to your AWS console and open the ECR service. Click on get started, and here you have to give the repo name. So I am here giving the as you already know that our application name is Nginx, so I will give the name as Nginx application. Okay, now you can enable this option and click on create repo. Okay, now after creating this application, just go to this repo, and if you want to know about the push command, you can take the reference here. Okay, I'm also using the same commands in my Jenkins script. Okay, so no image is there right now. So after running the Jenkins job, the Jenkins job will push the image, Nginx image here. Okay, so as you can see that it is still in a create status. So it will take 15 to 20 minutes to create a whole EKS cluster for us. Okay, now what we will do, we will run the Jenkins, like go to the configure, and what we will do, we will run the command one by one. So I will remove this commands. Okay, so now we are just setting this variables using the set -ex. Okay, before that you have to give the bash environment. So you can give the bash environment with the help of exclamation bean /bash. So this command will create a new environment while running the Jenkins script. Okay, Now apply and save it and run it. Build now. I'm sure that we will get error also, so we will fix that if we will get any error. So it got success. Okay, so now we will configure again, and using the list command we will list the content of the current directory, and we will also print the current directory. Okay, click on apply and save and rebuild now. So as you can see, under the workspace we have this DevOps project one. This is our workspace path, and under this workspace path, this Jenkins has fetched the our GitHub repo files and the folder for us. Okay, so as you can see, this is our DevOps project folder, and this is the current directory. So this is same as workspace path. Okay, now we will again go to the configure, and we will remove this command, and we will print the another command here. Okay, so first we will copy these two commands. So this is the user variable. So we will, so what for taking the user variable in Jenkins, you have to set one, you have to check on one parameter. Okay, so this here, so you have to check on this project is parameterized, and here you have to select string parameters and give the name as version. So here we will give our image version v1, v2, v3, like that. Okay, now click on apply and save it. Again rebuild it, give the v1, okay, we have given the wrong variable there, so it is tag. Okay, give v1 and build it again. So as you can see, it took the user variable here v1. Okay, now we are like going into the DevOps project, because previously we were into the here, like in the workspace. Now under workspace we have this folder DevOps project, and under this DevOps project we have all the files. That's why I am going into this path. Okay, now export this AWS profile. So we have to paste this command after the cd. Okay, now apply it and save it. Now when you will run this command, you will I'm sure that you will get an error. So no, not yet. So but in the future we will definitely get the error, because we did not set up this uran DevOps project profile in the Jenkins server. I have set up this profile in my local terminal, but not in the Jenkins server. So I have to set up this AWS profile in the Jenkins server also. Like when you will do the who-mi command, when you will like run the who-mi command, just give here and click on apply and save it. you will get to know about the user. Okay, so v1 build it. So as you can see here, the user is Jenkins. Okay, so Jenkins, so when this Jenkins run pipeline script, it use the Jenkins user. Okay, now copy this 3 command and go to the Jenkins UI, go to the configure, and again paste those 3 commands here. Okay, now as you can see here, we are using the AWS command. So for using the AWS command, we need a AWS credential. Now in this step we will get an error. Okay, so click on apply and save it and rebuild it. So it is saying that the config profile you run DevOps project could not be found. So as I was saying that we will get this error. So now we are going to set up this profile. Okay, so go to the terminal of Jenkins server. So this is the terminal of our Jenkins server. So here we will write the same command, AWS configure hyphen profile, and give the user profile as to run DevOps project and press enter. So now it is asking for the access key. We will print the same key here. So okay, okay, that's all. Now again run the Jenkins pipeline. Now we'll see whether we are getting error or not. So again it's getting a profile error. So here issue is like wait, just I'll show you what is the issue. So when you will see here, we are using the EC2 user. Okay, and we have set up this profile under the EC2 user